when we're talking about the French election, what is interesting is that we're witnessing, it seems to me, a total change of the system. We have two candidates who are leading at the moment in the polls, who come from political parties or political movements that were never in office up to now. And I think this tells a lot about the fact that, first of all, the whole political system is slowly reforming itself and moving to something different along new lines of division lines, and also that the public opinion is getting tired of what they have witnessed up to now, alternative from the right to the left, from the left to the right, and are looking for new faces and new movements. And I think this is what is important to observe in the next few weeks.
What we are witnessing in France is a shift in the main political paradigm. The former one was based on the right and the left division. So it was very simple. You had the Socialist Party, who was representing the left side, and the Republicans, who were representing the right side. Now we're moving to a very different paradigm, based on openness or fear. So Macron is embodying a vision of France as a country which is positive on Europe, positive on globalization, positive on our ability to integrate immigrants. And at the opposite, we have Marine Le Pen, who is saying, no, we have to do like snails. We have to come back to our shell and build up walls around the country to prevent individuals to come in, to prevent Europe to get step on our feet, and globalization to be a threat. So the choice now is very clear. It's not between left and right, it's between an open arms party and a closed arm party. And that's what's going to be the choice for those presidential elections.
The big question of this election, I think, will be, of course, will Macron make it? Will France decide that this is their man, despite his being so young, despite him posing himself as an outsider? But is he really an outsider? He's come from government, he's come from cabinets, even though he did, he was a banker at Rothschild for a while. And we'll see if that works. If the Macron dream begins to fall apart, then it will be really, really tricky to see what happens afterwards and what results may finally come.
We've been conducting regular polling in France each month leading up to the presidential election there. Not only to see who's actually in the lead at the moment, the scenarios of the first round and the second round, but also very much looking at the loyalty of voters. And that's where we really see a very interesting trend. Macron might be coming out as the leader at the moment, certainly in the result of various scenarios in the second round, but what we're seeing, the loyalty of his voters is significantly less compared to the other voters. So will they stick with him? What are the drivers? What does he need to do? What do the other candidates need to do? We've been looking at all those issues as well there. So it's an incredibly dynamic relationship and environment going on. It's still all bets on the table, but the reality is at the moment it seems like Macron is ahead of the race.